Now, Craig Prater and Patty Spidler with the real stories behind your favorite movies, filmmakers, and the creative arts. This is Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
Welcome, Wish TV viewers. We're happy to be on Channel 8 today in our Saturday morning time slot.
Bright and early. We're awake.
I know.
And we're glad you're joining us. Also, coming up, she's back, Cruella, just one of the new films that Manny, the movie guy, has waiting for you.
Frank Basile, we're going to be seeing him, a community leader and philanthropist. He's excited about a plan for you to experience Broadway musicals in the making.
I love it. And he is already a Heartland Film Award winner. There he is, Sam Miro, that's his nickname. And we're going to learn about his next big film project. He's a really great guy. So we welcome you to Real Life TV. I'm Patty.
And I'm Craig Prater, president of Heartland Film. And Patty, it seems like more new movies are being released. So maybe we better talk to Manny?
We better talk to him. And more people are going to the movies where, you know, things are opening up. And look at that big smile that Manny's got. So you've got good things to tell us. And look at you smiling with your new hairdo. I love it. Tell us
That's
about...
right. Hi, guys. Hi, Patty. Hi, Craig. I'm smiling because the movies are slowly opening again. And you know, if you guys know me, it's like my church.
Oh, yes.
And it's a big weekend at the movies. 3 films to choose from. The thriller A Quiet Place Part 2, the faith-based sports drama Blue Miracle, and the origin of Cruella. That's Miss DeVille to you. So which one is my pick of the week? Take a look.
It's a much bigger movie.
John Krasinski returns to write and direct the sequel, A Quiet Place Part 2. He also shows up briefly on the big screen. Following the events of the first film, the Abbott family, now headed by Mom Evelyn, the always dependable Emily Blunt, must face the terrors of the outside world.
I don't know why you came all the way up here.
Like the first film, The Art of Listening is the battle cry of the sequel that answers some of the questions you may have. The monsters are meaner, and the scares and the heart are bigger. This is definitely worth watching in theaters. And for that, A Quiet Place Part 2 gets 3.5 out of 4 kisses. And on Netflix, Blue Miracle.
It is really the story of a miracle.
Dennis Quaid returns to sports dramas, this time as Wade Malloy, a washed-up boat captain forced to work with Omar and the kids of the cash-strapped orphanage Casa Hogar. Their mission? To win the Super Bowl of fishing competitions, the Bisbee Black and Blue.
Best teams in the world compete for millions in prizes.
Jimmy Gonzalez, who plays Omar, and Quaid have excellent chemistry. The child actors are all good, and director Julio Quintana created a movie that knows what it is. No pretensions, just faith and redemption.
It's also a great celebration of the human spirit, and I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And for that, Blue Miracle gets 3 out of 4 miraculous kisses. And in theaters and Disney Plus for an extra fee,
Cruella.
If A Quiet Place Part 2 and Blue Miracle know what they are, Cruella is a little bit confused. How to humanize a villain known for using dog fur for fashion. And that's putting it mildly.
I was very intrigued at the idea of what makes a villain.
Emma Stone is our new villain in this origin prequel mashup with a Devil Wears Prada twist. Cruella loves fashion and the popular designer Emma Thompson's The Baroness. But soon, revenge will be taken. From I, Tonya director Craig Gillespie, this is too dark for young kids and too chaotic for grown-ups. Some will even be bored, even though the production and costume design are great. But don't waste your $30 for premiere access on this one. It's not worth it. And for that, Cruella gets 2.5 out of 4 fur coat kisses. I'm Manny, the movie guy, and
I'm Cruella. Gives me a
Wow. So you really sliced up Cruella there, but how did you like her hairdo?
Well, exactly. I should have just dyed my hair whiter so I'd look like Cruella. That's the best thing about the movie is her hairdo, really, and her makeup, maybe.
All right. A Quiet Place, the sequel had its world premiere March of 2020, and then the COVID happened, so is that worth the wait?
It is, you know why? Because this one was made for the big screen. It was shot for the big screen. The audio is made for the big screen as well. So you really have to go back inside the theaters to watch this one.
Okay, Manny, I've got a question about Blue Miracle. Do we have to like fishing and sports to enjoy that movie?
No, do I look like I love fishing and sports and I enjoy the film? You don't have to. I mean, as long as you love good humanistic stories about people winning over problems, adversities, then this movie is for you.
Wow, and I've interviewed you. We both interviewed Dennis Quaid so many times. My heaven's still growing strong. Now, Cruella, were there any Dalmatians hurt in making this film?
No, thankfully for that, no. But here's the thing. You know, putting it mildly, I said, you know, Cruella loves to use dog fur for fashion, but this one, it will explain why she hates Dalmatians so much. So that's a good thing.
Okay. Well, okay. Is that okay with you?
I think it's great, but Manny, I'm going to want to see some of these, even with your 2.5 kisses.
Yes, and I can't wait to go back into the theater. Manny, we thank you so much, and always kisses to you, okay?
Bye, guys.
Bye. Coming up, Frank Basile is a philanthropist who loves the creative arts.
And he's wanting to bring Broadway talent to Indianapolis. We're going to chat with him next.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta go. It's movie night.
It's just the previews.
I can't believe Lazy Boy has interior designers and you work your magic for free.
Yep, bringing your vision to life with the right furniture. It's what we do.
Oh, wow. Can I try that?
Oh, sure.
I knew it. The world's not ready for my powers.
Perfect. Save up to 25% off, plus 0% financing available.
Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
You're watching Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
Patty, your interview with Frank Basile. Where do we start? There's not enough time in a show for an interview with Frank Basile, but I think you did it.
Well, that's the whole show, if you wanted to really
right.
put it mildly. Frank does so many things for so many people and loves the arts and he wants to give back. That is his mission. So we talked about that. We're talking about Frank Basile, and here he is. He's a shining light and an incredible lifeline to the arts in Indiana. Frank Basile has long been on a mission to give back. He and his wife, Katrina, have donated, raised funds, and promoted awareness of many Hoosier artistic venues and healthcare facilities. Engaging and energetic, he's an Indiana icon. I recently caught up with him at the Athenaeum Theater Arena, which bears his name with Katrina. Now, let's be frank. And what do you do here?
Well, basically, I attend functions. I don't really have a talent for setting up any programming or anything like that. We just go to the shows, and we love them.
Okay. What's Discover Broadway?
Discover Broadway is the only not-for-profit to host retreats for pre-Broadway shows, particularly musicals. Joel Kirk is the one, and I met him in 2018. With his artistic background, he's actually from Carmel. He went to Carmel High School, he went to Ball State,
wow.
And then he went to New York for 4 years, he produced and directed 18 musicals while he was there, and his vision is to have, as I said before, pre-Broadway musicals right here in Central Indiana before they go to Broadway.
Oh my heavens.
Right.
Discovering Broadway's creative director Joel Kirk joined IndieStyle to talk a little about the program and its incentives.
We work with Broadway-bound shows. We bring the director, choreographer, composer, book writer, and a few actors, and they develop the show. They come up with the songs, the script. All the great creation that happens in New York City should be happening here. Part of what we've been able to do is bring a lot of those artists out here to do master classes for young artists, for at-risk youth.
The next musical will be an adaptation of Drew Barrymore's 1998 film, Ever After.
Discovering Broadway is the thing that's going to help to complete the artistic tapestry of Central Indiana.
Wow, well, we have to do more.
Because we don't have anything like this here. We've got everything else. We've got theater, we've got dance, and we've got visual arts and so on, but we don't have anything like this. And I think it's going to help us become world class, which is our goal. And that's what we're doing, and this is going to help.
Look at this passion you have, and you want to share it, and you want to help other people with these wonderful things and all that you contribute.
You know
what?
Why? Arts improve the quality of life.
No, that's true.
I mean, where would we be without the option to look at great art, to walk along the cultural trail and see some of the sculptures, to attend a play or attend a dance performance? These are all improving the quality of life. And beyond that, though, it all plays a part in making Indianapolis attractive for young professionals and people to move here by establishing us as a place where the quality of life is so good, and the arts help to make it that way.
He's the best ambassador in the world, isn't he?
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Frank. Coming up next, he's an award-winning filmmaker behind the short film Sunny.
What's Sam up to next? Well, we're going to find out.
I can't believe Lazy Boy has interior designers and you work your magic for free.
Yep, bringing your vision to life with the right furniture. It's what we do.
Oh, wow. Can I try that?
Oh, sure.
I knew it. The world's not ready for my powers.
Perfect.
Save up to 25% off, plus 0% financing available.
Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Snow, and for decades I've been bringing you Notes from Hollywood, profiles of people passionately pursuing professions in the entertainment industry. Say that 3 times fast. From the Heartland International Film Festival to the heart of Hollywood and even to places like Bangkok, Thailand, I'll see you on the red carpet at notesfromhollywood.com.
You're watching Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
Time to shine now the spotlight on Heartland Film. Joining me now is Sam Mirporian. He is an award-winning filmmaker. So I remember watching, gosh, was it 6 months ago now or so?
Yeah.
Sunny, which was your short doc. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Doc Short
Doc Short,
Universal.
And for Heartland Film, you were up for many, many awards. Tell us first off, what was the inspiration for Sunny and what's it about?
Really, it was as simple as just going to the gym, going to the YMCA every day and having that relationship with Dion, Sonny, Casey. And like one day we were just talking about lifting weights because he does a lot of competitions. And he just started opening up about his parents, and I felt it was a very serene and poignant moment where I figured, I think a lot of people could be touched by his story.
Right.
He's an absolute inspiration, and to find these kind of stories in your own backyard in Indianapolis is quite a luxury.
You're from Indiana, you're Hoosier boy, which is terrific, and you found this gentleman, look, and there's his son. He wanted a better life for himself and also for his son, which was, and that's the thing that really emotionally grabs people too. And when the young boy ran up and grabbed him at the end and hugged him, that wasn't planned, was it?
No, just serendipitously kept shooting, and yeah, it happened that way.
Why do you want to do film? You're a young man yourself. What is it about film that attracts you?
I think film really is just like the most universal and transformative way to have, intimate and important relationships with people. I think just having those relationships and that connection, across life in general is really what moves us and what drives us. And so being able to establish these relationships from all walks of life.
Wow. And the documentary certainly opens it up for you. It's not scripted. You have an idea of where you're going, but you never know what's exactly going to happen, do you?
It feels sometimes like a quasi-reality TV show. There's like a silver lining between what is like quote-unquote staged or what happens naturally, but you just try to like dichotomize that and just shoot and tell the most authentic story you can. Okay.
I think Mabel needs a story on her next. She joined me. Thank you, Tom, for bringing her in. You also are working on something, and I saw your little demo reel. It's called Greener Pastures coming up. That is amazing. I didn't know this. Farmers are facing really big challenges right now, especially with COVID and changing times. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, farmers and agriculture workers by the CDC, there was a study that was released in 2018 where they have the highest rate of suicide among any profession in the United States. And NPR ran a story on it, and I just kind of felt compelled to follow it. One of my buddies told me about it also, and did a bit of discovery for about 8 months, and have been shooting across the Midwest for 3 years now with 4 farm families in 5 states.
And one of the things I noticed when I saw your demo reel and I listened to it, the farmers now, they're not sure that their kids are going to pick up the reins and keep going. So they're facing all kinds of challenges, not just monetary, but within the family unit itself.
Yeah, I think there's like this generational revelatory moment where younger farmers around my age, 20s, 30s, 40s, are kind of looking at their parents in their 50s, 60s and this isn't a profitable, lucrative thing like it once was. So.
And a lot of work.
Yeah.
And no guarantees anymore, all of that, okay. Heartland International Film Fair. Want to go say goodbye to Sam? Go say goodbye to Sam. Go on, go say bye, Sam. When we were in the room, the other room, she jumped right up on his lap there. Yeah. Sam, we both had our shots. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sam. And Mabel loved him too. Yes, great guy. Coming up to Binge Watch, do you love that? Manny, the movie guy's coming back. He has a selection for you.
Manny chats with the stars of Jupiter's Legacy. Coming up.
Yeah, I gotta go. It's movie night.
It's just the previews.
I can't believe Lazy Boy has interior designers and you work your magic for free.
Yep, bringing your vision to life with the right furniture. It's what we do.
Oh, wow. Can I try that?
Oh, sure.
I knew it. The world's not ready for my powers.
Perfect. Save up to 25% off, plus 0% financing available.
Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
through this pandemic, we've realized not only that musicians and fans have suffered, just the kind of the lifeblood of arts and culture has suffered in Indianapolis. So we thought it's more important than ever to create some kind of artistic programming. And we came up with the idea of doing commissioning 3 groups of musicians, 3 bands to write original works about Indianapolis or about these uncertain times.
You're watching Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
What's hot in streaming? That's a new concept. A Netflix series called Jupiter's Legacy.
And they're the first generation of superheroes, but as they pass the torch to their children, tensions are running high. So Manny the Movie Guide chats with the stars.
What was Dad like when he was younger?
The true meaning of being a superhero is explored in this intriguing 8-episode Netflix series.
I've always pictured you as a superhero with your chiseled looks, quite immortal.
Josh Duhamel and his chiseled looks are front and center in this tale based on the popular Image Comics series from Mark Miller and Frank Quitely.
The makings of a modern tragedy in a lot of ways. And
This modern-day tragedy has Duhamel as Sheldon Sampson, aka the Utopian, the leader of the Union. His wife and crime-fighting partner is Lady Liberty, played by Leslie Bibb.
She literally has the weight of the world on her shoulder.
That superhero ideal affects their superpowered children. The rebellious Chloe, played by Elena Campouris.
Kind of like a bad girl with the motivation that I totally understand.
Yes, Annie, we're on the same wavelength here.
Then there's her brother Brandon, aka the Paragon, played by Andrew Horton.
Well, it was the emotion, Manny. It was the emotion. I'm a very emotional guy.
From show creator Stephen S. DeKnight of Spartacus and Daredevil, Jupiter's Legacy has a great cast of characters like Mike Webb as Fitz, aka the Flare, and his daughter Petra, aka the Flare 2, played by Tanika Davis.
Fitz and Petra are loyal to each other.
Loyalty and family dynamics are at the heart of the series, and some of the intriguing characters are Uncle Walt, aka Brainwave, played by Dan Daniels.
All the characters are so complex.
Perhaps the most complex of all is the relationship between Matt Lanter's Sky Fox and his son Hutch, played by Ian Quinlan.
I'm also really excited to see the humanity of these people.
That humanity is the reason I'm strongly recommending Jupiter's Legacy. It has a lot to say about American idealism while entertaining you with a bit of boom, bam, and kapow. And for that, Jupiter's Legacy gets 3.5 out of 4 with great power kisses. I'm Manny the Movie Guy.
Oh, Manny, we love you. Boom. Coming up now, speaking of boom, Real Life TV is now seen on Wish TV Channel 8. So I wanted to share with you, coming up, one of our favorite stories.
Filmmaker Ashton Glickman is busy making documentaries at the ripe old age of 20. His story is next.
You're watching Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
And then I can pull up strings, for example.
Ashton Glickman is a young man of many talents, composing music scores, playing instruments, and making documentary films that have already put this young artist on the map. You first came to prominence with the Heartland Film Festival with the documentary We Shall Not Die Now. At the time you made that, you were about 18 or 19 years old?
18 and 19, yeah. I remember being very young. I was 7 years old, and I visited the Indiana Children's Museum, and they had just put in a new exhibit about Anne Frank. And I remember going and seeing that exhibit and first learning about the Holocaust and just being astonished that that actually happened. And I learned that I had a great uncle who was actually one of the American liberators of the Buchenwald concentration camp. And so I realized when I was 19, I wanted to follow my dream of creating documentaries. Wow. And the first film I set out to do was We Shall Not Die Now. So I interviewed more than 25 people around the country, survivors, liberators, and historians, and then traveled to Poland. And
this is the jacket before you went to the gas chambers.
We must now work to teach people of the importance of human equality.
When my film premiered in 2019 at Heartland, that was the first ever film festival I've been a part of. And then they called my name, and I was like, oh, it's obviously like one of those Oscar situations where they've screwed up the text. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was an amazing experience, and I think that for anyone who has the chance, Heartland is a great place to visit and to check out all the films from filmmakers all around the world. So.
His latest documentary film takes us to one of America's most economically distressed towns.
The Hills I Call Home, and it takes place in this small town in the middle of the American Appalachian Mountains called Beattyville, Kentucky. You know, it's about hope and about striving to work together.
He began his musical career at the age of 6, and while he loves his guitars, he was drawn to the power that music and film can create.
I love stories. I love reading. I mean, I love reading Milton and Tolstoy. I'm sort of a nerd. So this is Mr. Gray, and he's one of my best pals, right? So he'll just sort of come around and sit on my desk and hang out and
listen to your music.
Yes, exactly.
Is he a critic? Does he tell you what to do?
Absolutely. Yeah. Us artists always need our critics.
What are you looking forward to in the near future?
So I'm currently heading into an exciting project that I've been working towards for a while. It's a 6-part, 6-hour docuseries on the life and legacy of John F. Kennedy, set to coincide with the 60th anniversary of his presidency. So we're going to be going into extreme detail into his life growing up, you know, everything from Harvard and the Schoett Academy as a teenager, going into the Second World War, his runs for the House and Senate, his presidential run, as well as his legacy. And I'll be traveling around the country interviewing historians and politicians and other people associated with Kennedy, and we're going to be telling the full story. So it's going to be an exciting project, and he's a figure that I've always been interested in, so I'm looking forward to that.
So remember the name, Ashton Gleckman. This 20-year-old will be making movie magic for years to come. And as they say, we've only just begun. Yes. Thank you so much,
It was
Ashton.
so wonderful.
Yes.
Go to reallife.tv, and thank you all for joining us today.
Goodbye. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Patty.
Bye, Craig.
From the very beginning, I realized I saw the world differently than everyone else. That didn't sit well with some people. But I wasn't for everyone. I guess they were always scared that I'd be a psycho.